hire a bridesmaid because I wanted to have a small wedding party. I just had a matron of honor, and then my now husband had a best man, and my matron of honor, my sister, had given birth like 6 weeks, 7 weeks before my wedding. So she had like enough going on in her own life that I needed additional help. I needed someone, and she also lives in Chicago, so I needed someone here in New York who could help me. And we met at a Starbucks in Times Square, where we both work, and we just got to know each other at first, and then she made me realize, being the expert that she is in weddings, that there were a lot of things I hadn't even thought of that I needed to do. Like, I need to make a list of vendors and all their contact information. I need to make a day of timeline. And I myself have not been to a ton of weddings, haven't been in a ton of wedding parties, so I really did need someone who was an expert and knew, okay, these are things we have to do, we have to get on a timeline, and she really helped me do that. It made the day so much easier. I mean, she woke up like the same time I was there. She was there with her fanny pack, and her fanny pack has like anything you could possibly imagine in it, and she was taking like, I had her keep like multiple lipsticks in there, you know, you need like different emergency bobby pins, so she had everything. If anything went wrong, I knew it was in the fanny pack. And then when we actually got to the venue, I could just kind of like relax and not worry about anything because I knew she was taking care of all these like small little details of things that were going wrong, but I didn't know they were going wrong because she was handling it. So when the day started, I started getting phone calls from vendors, from family members. I had a family member who, you know, flew in from Michigan and got lost in Queens, and I just could not deal with the phone calls. So Jen said, let me take your phone, I'll deal with the phone calls. So whenever someone called, she would be like, hi, this is Jen, I have Bryn's phone, I am helping her today, and she just took care of everything. But just like everything, like she's there. She wasn't an actual bridesmaid who walked down the aisle with me, but she did everything else. I mean, I had like the ultimate bridesmaid package.
So tell me, kind of just like from the beginning to the end of the things she did.
So the first thing we did was make the to-do list, and I sort of prioritized it, things that had to be done and things that were aspirational. One of therapists, like before the wedding, we would have phone calls, and I could call her and say, you know, my mom is stressing me out, my sister is stressing me out, and she would just listen and give, you know, really helpful feedback and practical ways to deal with all my stress. On the day of, an example of like a stressful event was I have a little 2-year-old niece, Marin, who I love, but sometimes she can get like a little attitude-y, and she didn't want to wear the flower crown that I had made for her. She was like, this is not happening, I'm not wearing the flower crown. And then Jen convinced her that she is friends with Princess Elsa from Frozen. And then once Marin heard that, she was like, all right, I'll wear the flower crown if you know Princess Elsa. So she helped me address stressful situations the day of as well. I'm not originally a New Yorker. I'm a transplant from the suburbs of Detroit. So none of my family is here. I, you know, got married in my 30s. A lot of my friends who were New Yorkers that I sort of, you know, came of age with have since moved out of the city. So, you know, my friends and family weren't all here local to help me with, you know, all the tiny little tasks. So having someone who was here, who was local, who, you know, didn't really have excuses, like if I called up a friend, oh, do you want to help me assemble escort cards for 5 hours? They don't want to help, but Jen was there ready to go. I would 100% recommend this to someone else because it's just, it takes a load off your mind. The day of, you don't have to worry about all the logistics. You enjoy your day, it goes by in a flash, and you don't want to be stressed out about like, why hasn't the cake shown up yet? It just allows you to be relaxed, and I think all New York women at least could use that. Like, we need I would definitely recommend it.